what's up? Okay, so this is my gaming PC, lunchbox. Lunchbox has been acting out lately. When it's running, it runs great. And as you can see, I've made some changes. There's now there was no exhaust fan built into the system, so I put one in myself. Drilled the holes. There's a big hole back here where the cables go in. But lately, it's happened a couple times now, but when I press, like down here's the power button, right? Oh. And sometimes when I press it, it lights up and nothing happens. It just lights up. It's like, okay. So what I do is I'm like, okay, I try holding it for 10 seconds, doesn't turn it off. So what I do then is I unplug the power. It still stays on. The light still stays on. Nothing, no, the fans don't turn, nothing. So it's never done this before, but it's happened a couple times. And hold on a second. Got to turn on my stream chat. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart. And you'll actually get to see what's inside. So that's kind of cool. Hopefully it doesn't take too long because I do want to get back into playing again. So let's last time I fix the kit. I fix it. That's a Jay's 2 cents thing. So we need to get to that. And actually I already have my screwdriver. So let's get into it. As you can see, I added more stickers, by the way. The problem is when this thing gets hot, the stickers fall off. One of the sad things about it. But I added more Autobot stickers, the Valorant one. On this side, the Among Us stickers fall off a lot. I thought about getting a different case and just sticker bombing like the front of it. But I like this one, kind of attached to it. So. But that is something I thought about as well, as getting a different case. It was a Corsair one I saw, but it's like yay big. It's like a couple feet high. And it has tons of airflow, but there's nowhere to put the stickers. So they had like one panel where I could just sticker bomb it. That'd be awesome. I would get it. But because I do have Corsair stuff. Most of my cases, actually all my cases are Corsair, except for this one. But you know, it is what it is. So yeah, actually, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna tag this on the screen. What's up, bro? Oh, that's fine. That's cool. Can you put him in the fridge, please? It's my brother, by the way. Yep. No, this thing's acting up, so I'm gonna be repairing it.
That's just the new fan.
What? Wait, say it again.
I bet you it's the new fan.
We don't know yet. No, the new fans are working.
Sort of.
Get out. The fans are working sort of. Whatever. Oh, wait, I need a tray. My brother being a brother. Here's one panel off. There's a graphics card. It's a AMD Radeon RX 6650 XT. Say that 10 times fast. And the other side. The other panel. On this side, there's the CPU with the cooler. And there's the power supply. And down here are the two new fans that I installed to help make airflow better in the case. So you can see them down there. It was a Knock 201. Something over here is an off-brand one, but actually it seems to be okay. But I'm going to take this thing apart because I'm going to see pretty much what. No, I got another grill for the small fan in here, so I'm probably going to put that in. On the other side. Hopefully there's still room for it. Might actually. But to get in there, I got to take this whole thing apart. So, start with the graphics card. I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous taking apart a PC on here because I know I'm gonna do something stupid. And I feel somebody's gonna walk in the chat and be like, "You're not supposed to put that there," or "That's in wrong," or I'm like, whatever. I'm not a master PC builder, not by a long shot. But I do learn from a lot of creators that do build PCs. Jace2Sense is one of them. Yeah, I fixed it ad if you remember that one. Linus Tech Tips is another one. I watch a lot of his stuff. And geez, he's got an empire, Linus, dude. He's got like what, 9 channels or something? 9 YouTube channels? I'm like, jeez. But credit where credit's due. The guy loves doing YouTube. Loves doing product reviews. Loves electronics. I actually got one favorite video of his where he where it was trying to get 8K TV to work. And they had a hard time trying to get the right graphics card, the right CPU, the right graphics card to get it all to work. And by the time they did get it to work, they went to like 9 graphics cards or something. They went through a lot. By the time they did, turns out like not every game would work at 4K. Some would, but the frame would be really weird. Yeah. There's graphics card.
4K work.
I'm talking about Linus doing a video, not. Anyway. So the graphics card out now. That's. It looks like with no graphics. It looks like with no graphics card. I gotta get the power supply out. Yeah, I think about small form factor builds is they're challenging. They're fun to make. This is the first one I ever made, so I'm kind of nervous. I feel somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you did that wrong." Okay, fine. Like the one thing I've kind of got to say, maybe I should have went a little different on was the power supply. It's not a bad power supply. It's fine. It's a 450 watt, but if you look at all the components, I'm not pulling anywhere near that. It's a 450 watt power supply, but it's not a modular one. It's just a plain old. Wait. I might have found the problem. This lower fan's loose. Did I not put any screws in? Oh my god. This bottom fan, let me see if I can show you. Well, let me get the power supply out of here first. Yeah, the power supply, it's just a regular one with all the cables. But down here, there's the fan. There's no screws holding it on. I never put the screws in. It's just bouncing around. Okay, that's probably one of the problems. But this guy right here, there's a lot of wires right up against it, so I want to see if I can put... Actually, some of these could be a little more loose as well. I want to see if I can fix that as well. Probably organize these fan cables a little better as well. That's in there. That's in there. Okay, so let me get the screws for that guy. Which I had the box for, so I'm going to get those. And I'm going to get the other fan, go for this fan right here. And I will be right back. All right. I was thinking about gaming PCs. If they don't work, you can't game on them. All right, so I'm going to take that guy out. Let me mount down that guy first. Got the screws. One of the more challenging things about small cases is airflow. There, it's over here. It's trying to get everything to kind of run nice. If that makes any sense. Like everything is kind of overdone. Like the CPU doesn't overheat, the GPU doesn't overheat, which is really good. I've actually been doing some temperature testing with that, which I'm happy about. So it's not a serious thing, but so I'm gonna get a beefier screwdriver. Hey, I got the big boy. Ooh, that's a lot easier. But these small cases are a lot of fun, honestly. Honestly, I wonder if there's a lot of PC companies. When they build PCs, they build these big ones and they got all these lights on and everything. And my feeling is, why don't they make more stuff like this? They can sell it for cheaper. And it's closer to like. The thing I like about this more is that it's more like a console. I'm older. I grew up on consoles. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, PlayStation, Dreamcast, Game Boy, that kind of stuff. And if you look at the size of this thing, like I'll get a. Here's an Xbox. Hold on a second. Here's an Xbox for comparison. Xbox Series S. And I like that it's small. It's simple. Okay, so that guy. Gonna put 2 fangirls on this thing, so hopefully it will hold up. But yeah. Kind of reminds me of the first computer I ever built. And I was like, oh, do I know what I'm doing here? Well, tell you the first computer a lot of the computers I've had over the years are ones I broke and then fixed. So you can tell I worked on computers in a way. Yeah, like the first one that my dad got. Well, the first one I ever had was a old Macintosh. 84, that long ago. Didn't even have a boot drive. You had to put a disk in order to get it to work. If you turned it on without the boot disk, there would be no OS at all. You wouldn't be able to do anything. And then years later, but the thing with that Mac, well, before the years later, I never really used it a whole lot. I just like type on it once in a while, and the only game I had on it was like a maze game, where you use the mouse just to go through the maze. The screen was monochrome, so it was white, black, or gray. Listening to myself on YouTube right now. And okay, so the Macintosh, yeah, I had that, and I almost never used it. Honestly, it was just kind of like, okay, I had it. Dot matrix printer. Who remembers those things? I'm gonna actually see if I can fix this set of wires really. Might be a little shorter, but this won't be a mess. Get this fan set up. We can move this off to the side. Whew. Yeah, I don't like where that thing is. Let me put that over here. There we go. Off to the side. So, yeah, that was my first computer. Anyway, so years later, my dad is like, hey, why don't we go get a new computer? And I think we got a 386. Which we had for about a week. Why do we have it not so long? Well, so at that time, when we got the computer, there was, games back then came in boxes, and you had to, and there was one of them that was sitting and it was Doom. Yeah, Doom. The Doom, the Doom that everybody knows. And I thought it was so cool. I was all like, "Oh, fuck yeah, let's go!" And I went to the guy in the store. Went to my dad. I was like, "Hey, can I have that? Can we get that too?" And the guy in the owner of the store was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So he threw it in. And the owner of the store was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So we put it in, and we installed it. Well, he actually installed when I got it, and it barely ran. So it worked. It worked fine. Just kind of barely. So what I did was, oh, these strings don't fit. Crap. Okay. That might not work. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't need at least one of these, so I'll probably just put it back. I think I'll just reposition those wires so they're not quite so tight in there. So we got Doom, and I'm getting off track. What happened was it would kind of barely run. Oh, wait. Oops. Is that it would barely run. So my thinking was, okay, well, maybe if I free up hard drive space, it'll run better. So I started going through the hard drive, and I went to DOS had a file explorer that you could use. And I started going through there, just finding random stuff to go delete. Like config.sys, autoexec.bat, system32, windows.exe. Anyway, after that, I got Doom to work, and it didn't fix anything. If anything, it made things worse. The system, like I tried Doom, it didn't work. When I turned it off, the system would not turn back on again. Like it would turn on, like power would get to it, but that was it. So, not really the best idea. My dad was pissed. He was like, it is what it is. But anyway, in the end, he ended up taking the system back because he didn't know how to fix it either. He didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to fix it. My brother didn't know how to fix it. None of us knew how to fix it. And what ended up happening was we ended up getting another system instead. That was, I think it was a 486. So it was more powerful than the 386. Doom ran great on it. But when we got it, my dad went up to me and he says, you don't delete anything off that system unless I say so. Unless you ask first. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, I didn't really do much with the 486. We had the 486 about a year, and then we bought a Sony computer later. Yeah, Sony made computers back then. I don't know about now. Sony did make computers back then. I don't know about now. But yeah, that's how it was. So then I broke the Sony computer. That thing didn't work for like couple years. that thing sat for a couple of years, and I really did mess that one up. And then one day, I think it was like 4 years later, when I finally fixed it. I was looking to build a computer around that time. Actually, that was the first one I ever built, was the one right after this. But I figured, well, let me practice on that thing, see if I can get it to work. See if I can get it to run. And lo and behold, I did. I got it to work. Wiped the drive, the hard drive on it. Installed Windows 98, which we did have, and the code and everything. And yeah, it worked great after that. Found all the drivers online. And my dad was like, "You got it to work?" I was like, "Yeah." It's sat for years. So the one I built after that, that was an AMD Athlon, single core, and no multi-core back then. And it was an AMD FX. AMD, no, not AMD, NVIDIA FX graphics card. Nice, it was a nice system. So we can get this fan header in. There was fan cable plugged into the header. Get it over there. I can stay up there. Now I gotta plug everything back in. This is the fun part. I'm gonna adjust this. Be right back. Yeah, I think I got an idea with this. Zip ties, man's best friend. Next to dogs. Yeah, next to dogs. These are like man's best friend. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Messed it up already. Zip tie number 3. Never have too many zip ties. Okay, so this is going to go in there. And this is going to go in here. goes into the CPU. Put this back in. Oh, plug it in. Dude. Oh, what am I hitting? I'm hitting the plug. Okay. CPU power plug is a real pain in the butt. That's not in there right. Okay, that is in. Mount the power supply back in. So those will hopefully be out of the way. You just put it right there. Yeah, that'll work right there. Perfect. Okay, so I guess I could have zip tied those right there. Zip tie number 4. You gonna give me the old build after you're done? No. This is the same build. I'm just fixing it. You know, that looks pretty good. That's working, that's working, that's working. Got another Gundam model coming in, by the way. That's gonna come in here next week. And I'll stream that when I get to it. All right, GPU time. Okay. Oh, I need to cut that. Quick. What you picked? So what are you updating? Honestly, I'm not updating anything. I'm just fixing it. So recently I installed more case fans to give this more airflow. Well, since then, sometimes what I would do is I have to show you, but I press the power button and the button would light up, but nothing would turn on. And what would happen is I'd be like, okay, so I try holding it to shut it off. That wouldn't work. I would unplug it and the light would still be on. So that means that there was power on the board, but nothing else was draining it. So, which to me meant something was stopping it from starting. So I'm thinking maybe the fans I put in weren't put in correctly. So I took the whole thing apart, redid some stuff, moved the wires, so that hopefully I could avoid that problem again. Nothing crazy. But I figured, I made a video about this PC when I built it. And I didn't really show the building process of it, so I figured, well, maybe I could stream it that way, like, you guys can see about it. Because I really like this little case. It's nothing amazing. It's nothing spectacular. I like it because it's just a simple little case. And I know a lot of people like having the overpowered PC, which I already have 2 of them. I've got my editing rig is a 5950X and RX 7900 XT. So it pushes frames. But I use it mainly for editing. I don't really care for that. And, at 1080p, that rig is just too overpowered, and it's huge. I mean, it's a massive box. And I like something smaller. And I never built a small form factor PC before, so I figured, well, why don't I do this? And, yeah, I like how it came out. All right, I'm going to do a test run in a minute. Oop, on the wrong side. Okay, so I'm gonna swap over to my capture card. Fingers crossed. There it is. You don't see it yet. Oh, wait. That's why you don't see anything. Hang on a second. There you go. It's working. Yep, see the fan spinning? GPU fans, yeah, they have a 0 RPM mode. CPU fan is spinning. Power supply. Looking good. Looking good. Shut it down. I gotta put everything back. Put it all back together and yeah. You know, building PCs is kind of crazy. It's fun because like you never know if it's gonna work right or not, or if it's you know, you're basically your own warranty. Thank you, by the way. I got a medal. And the last piece is right on the back. Very cool. All right. Brian, it's good to see you. Good to see you again. I don't know if it's your first time, but thank you for joining in. Yeah, this is basically the end of the stream. Yeah. So, we'll do a bunch of zip ties, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Anyway, until next time, I'm Killer Tomato. Next time I do something, it's gonna be a Gundam model. I want to put that together. I have a video I'm still working on, waiting for stuff to come in to get that done. Staying busy. I'm enjoying this. As always, I'm Killer Tomato, and I will see you all next time. Adios.